trust their schools and libraries to support the same values that we have for ourselves and what the parents have for us. Okay, parents used to think that children, they go to school to get an education rather than going to school, reading certain books that put these thoughts and ideas into their children's head and make children go out and do these things that the books are writing about or talking about.
Someone else besides Stefani.
Okay, another reason why we say that books should be banned is because inappropriate books have
harmful books, like sex and drugs and abortions, like all of this. Kids don't just read a book one day and like, hey, let me just have sex because I read this in a book. It's all around. You have people talking about it. You have it in schools. You have it everywhere you go. So for the kids to be informed that this happens around the world, the books don't influence you to have sex. They tell you what's right or wrong in it.
also,
Alright, but like,
No. It's their turn.
also the book didn't write in print. Whoever is reading this, go do what the book says. It doesn't say you should do this. It's just telling you a story that happened between two people that's probably didn't really happen. Or it probably did, who knows, but either way, it's not telling you to go.
Yes. The material inside these books are only going to benefit the teens. They help them out. They see it every day, so when they read it inside the books, it gives them a better understanding of what's going on. And there's some people that are themselves, like for example, the homosexuality. There's gay people that don't know how to deal with that, but when they read it in a book and they see somebody else dealing with it, they can better understand themselves. They can't go to their parents and talk about it. They might be too ashamed to tell their friends. Things like that benefit kids inside books, especially when it's not like people are writing in a book saying that they're just running around acting crazy. It's always a moral or a lesson behind whatever's being written inside a book.
Honestly, the whole thing with book banning, it's like, you know, parents will go to the school and go, I don't want my child to read this book. But then the minute your child goes and gets somebody pregnant or goes and gets pregnant, you're going to be like, oh, well, my child didn't read this book, blah, blah, blah. Or if you tell the child not to read and then they can't comprehend some of the language, you're going to go back to the school and cuss out all the teachers because you feel that your child can't read. It's your fault for banning the book in the first place. Why would you ban a book and your child cannot comprehend the words in the book? Why would you ban the book? Your child is eventually going to have to read about this stuff. It's going on in school, like Amanda said, it's going on in schools, it's going on everywhere. So the fact that you are scared that your child's going to learn about this, you want to protect your child, you can't protect your child from everything. Just saying. I'm sorry.
Anything else? You got 10 seconds.
You can't hide your child under a rock their whole life. So strict parents make sneaky children. Exactly.
Time's up.
If a book is that bad to have censorship, then why would the book still be on shelves and kids still reading them and just relax?
And also, they say the children need to learn about those stuff and they should be reading about it. But some parents have their own pace in teaching their children certain things.
Honestly,
They don't want drugs and sex and everything to be thrown at the kids all at once. They have their own pace as the child grows up.
Honestly, I think books should be banned because things that they read, right, is about sex, drugs, all this other stuff, and they see it, and then they see it, right, in school, they think it's all right, that everyone goes to the same issue without any consequences towards it, and it's wrong. Like just saying the person being a wallflower, spoiler, but the girl gets pregnant, right, and the person who is also pregnant also happens to have sex and ends up being pregnant. She says, oh, it's okay because she's doing the same thing. She's going through the same thing. So that's completely
No, I want to talk.
Time's up.
Let me talk.
My rebuttal is for you is that it's not that I'm going to read the book and think it's okay. I'm going to read the book and understand. I have somebody that's going through the same thing as I am, somebody to talk to, somebody that's feeling what I'm feeling, basically. And honestly, if parents did a good job at raising their children, they can trust them. In Global, we read about different religions and all this other stuff. I know I'm Christian. I'm not going to turn Hindu because I read it in Global. I'm not going to be a devil worshiper because I read it in this book. Devil worshiping is a religion to some people. I'm not going to be one because I read it in Harry Potter. I know who I am. My parents made me right, and I'm not going to stray from it.
They see people in life getting pregnant and stuff. They don't see what happens after they give the baby and stuff. They don't see that. But in the book, they might see that it goes well for them. So they say, oh, it might go well for me too. And then that influences them to go get pregnant. And then when it comes out, then that's what happens.
And also, believe it or not, there are some neighborhoods and places where people aren't exposed to that stuff. Somewhere in the world, there's people that don't know about drugs and alcohol and that stuff. And they're reading about it and think, oh, well, this is new, let me go try it. It's like, and people say, oh, I can relate to this person because this person's going through the same thing. The person who's going through that thing is a character. They don't exist. What makes you think it's going to go the same way for you?